Well, the entire bus is actually completely empty. Dale, do you want to tell them why the bus is completely empty?
Well, me and Mike decided to go camping for a night just to see how things were going to be. Unfortunately, probably in another 3 weeks or so, I'm going to have to head out. So I've been sitting on his property for 3 months now. It's time to go somewhere.
That's very true.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, Dale is going to be heading out pretty soon because we keep making the joke that he's going to leave on snowshoes, but I think he's actually going to leave a bit sooner before the snow starts arriving. But since we're going camping, Dale's got a lot of experience of traveling on the road. I've been living on the road for 4 years. So we figured this might be a really good opportunity to go through some different options of camping and boondocking and how you might be able to do it yourself if you're looking to go live on the road. Because I know that not everyone who's watching this channel or following along in my build series is currently building. I know that some people are actually currently traveling, and this might be some helpful information for you. So get ready for some Dale tips and tricks.
Yeah.
All right, let's go get some rocking chairs, some mattresses, and just make this place a little bit more homey so we can go camping for the weekend. Ready, Dale?
Let's do it.
Good enough to me. Dale, we're home.
Yeah.
I'm home, Dale. Okay.
And it's that easy.
It's that easy. Bus conversion's done. This is all we were trying to do. We're not actually building a bus. All right, let's head out. It's kind of funny how, if anyone remembers from when I went to Colorado when I first bought this school bus, threw a bunch of random furniture into it. This was the same couch that actually I got on Facebook Marketplace, threw it up in the bus, and just a random mattress that I was able to pull out of the house. So, you know, I think it's gonna work for the day. Well, not for the night. I mean, it's only one night of camping. And plus, like, worst case scenario, I'll just go sleep in Dale's box truck.
Like hell you will.
Okay, I think we're pretty much overly packed for a night of camping, but it's kind of fun just to throw a bunch of stuff in here and make it feel like a home for like a hot second, because, I mean, obviously we still need to spray foam, build some cabinets, and make it like, you know, what we know it's gonna be, but this will totally work for the night. Dale's got his box truck all ready to go. So box truck, school bus, it's time to go camping.
Buses, you're allowed.
What?
To answer your question about buses, you're allowed.
Buses are allowed?
Buses are allowed.
All right, so this is my sister, and she actually helped me out getting the reservation at this campsite. Thanks, Rachel.
Anytime.
She happens to know the people who own it,
Yeah.
so that kind of works out. But Rachel just confirmed that school buses and box trucks are welcome at this campsite, which is awesome. And you're gonna find that if you're ever looking to go to campsites and stuff, it can be a good idea to call ahead, because certain, you know, types of campgrounds, they're not gonna accept conversions, they're only gonna accept manufactured RVs. It's something we all gotta deal with, but this particular is a state campground that we found on the Dyrt app. So we already knew that this one was gonna be all good to go. So thanks, Rach. And she's actually gonna be camping with us just a little bit, so.
Yep.
Yay, we got Dale and my sister.
Yeah.
What a day. It's official. We got ourselves all of our tags. They let us in, which I don't know why I'm surprised, but I'm a little bit surprised. We're gonna go find our campsite. I have no clue what this thing looks like because my sister actually reserved it for me. So she says it's nice, it's right on the water. I'm excited. Well, just arrived at our campsite, and if you just look behind me, Rachel You can't even see through the glass, but Rachel killed it. We're literally on the lake, and Dale's just pulling in. His spot's also on the lake. We're like on a peninsula. Come on, Dale, you can do it. Dale, what do you think about the campsite?
These are nice.
I know, it's like right on the lake.
Yeah, cool.
Can we go check out the lake?
You can do whatever you want. You're a half-grown man, and I'm just your supervisor, so this is our day off. Get out of my campsite, all right?
Come on, Reed.
Let's go check out the beach.
So we're currently on Dale's campsite.
Yes.
Mine's right next door. He's not too happy that we're on his campsite. But come on. Like, who would have, Rach, you, good campsite.
Thank you. Beautiful.
This is insane. This is awesome. Oh man, look at this. Dale doesn't even know where he's at yet. We should probably not tell him. Let's not tell Dale.
Let's not tell Dale. We'll keep this to ourselves.
See how long it takes for him to figure out that there's a lake right here.
Gorgeous. Absolutely stunning.
Got pretty much the entire campsite set up, but we didn't just come here to just hang out and take you on like a camping vlog weekend. Me and Dale wanted to share some tips and tricks about how we live on the road and how I've done it for the last 4 years, and he's traveled, or, over the last year and a half, 2 years. So the first place that we really wanted to talk about was rest areas, and me and Dale actually traveled to a rest area just to film there and show you exactly what it's like. One of the nice things about rest areas is that sometimes you have tons of space, and other times you have to park next to the trucks. But if you're ever looking for a really quick place to sleep while you're traveling from point A to point B and you can't exactly find that awesome boondocking spot, rest areas can definitely be the place for you. So now that me and Dale are over here at the rest area, we figured we'd go through some of the top reasons why you might want to stay in a rest area and some of the negatives if you plan on doing it. Number one is that they are absolutely everywhere. Rest areas are up and down the country, left and right, all over North America. And if you're looking for somewhere to sleep and you need somewhere quick, a rest area on the highway might be your best bet. The second great thing about rest areas is that if you're looking to just park for the night really quickly and you want to use some public bathrooms, most rest areas that I've stayed in over the last 4 years are actually 24 hours, which means if you need to use the bathroom and you're parked close enough to the building, you have an available bathroom to go use and you can just go hang out right there. Dale actually came with number 3, the third best reason why rest areas are pretty awesome, which is a pretty good point. You want to share?
They usually, right before you get to a rest area, it will tell you that the next rest area is so many miles down the road. So if you're not necessarily ready to stop for the night or a bathroom break, you go, okay, 50 miles down the road or 40, whatever it is, there's another one, and I'll stop there. And if you get to that one and decide you're not ready to stop, the next one's 30 miles, and you just keep going.
Yeah, that is definitely great, because sometimes when you're trying to find boondocking or camping spots, they're not always at correct intervals on the highways. So if you're trying to get from point A to point B across the country, a rest area can be a really good safety spot, kind of, a backup plan as a possible place to stay.
Now, one of the bad things about a rest stop is they can get crowded.
Yeah, and let me turn the camera around and I'll just show you. So one of the negatives, like Dale was just saying, is the noise and the amount of people that could be parked here. The other thing too is you have to realize that these truck drivers, they're commercial businesses. They are driving from, California to New York City, and that we're just travelers and campers. So when you're parking in these rest areas, you're gonna have to deal with the noise. There's nothing you can do about it. And you also wanna try to stay out of their way because they're driving, 40, 50-foot rigs, and you don't wanna exactly get yourself stuck in a location where they're gonna be waking you up early in the morning so that you can move, so that they can actually get their tail around or whatever they're hauling during that time period.
And the other thing is, depending on the size of your rig, if you're in a van or even a short bus, you probably could sneak over to the car side.
That's true.
Which is not nearly as loud, noisy.
All right, well, we're not actually sleeping here tonight, so we want to get away from these trucks and stop hearing this noise. So I think it's about time we head back out on the road and get back on out there. So, see you at the campsite. And that's what a rest area pretty much, it's sometimes noisy. They're great options for when you're traveling quick, but campsites are also awesome because Rachel here's got a hammock and she's just about to set it up. I know, she's so excited to have a hammock because the hammock is gonna be in between these 2 trees and it's gonna have the view of overlooking the lake. So I mean, she's a pretty happy sister right now. So a little bit different than a rest area, but she's gonna be setting up a hammock, and I think me and Dale are actually gonna start looking at cooking dinner and getting that all started because it is about that time of day. So we're gonna get on that cooking.
I'm gonna start the fire. Let the coals burn down and put the steaks on.
So Dale has been cooking up a storm. He's got some steaks on here. I'm pretty sure, he hasn't opened them yet, but I think he's got some potatoes and stuff on over there. But the one thing that we can do at a campsite that you can't do in a Walmart parking lot is take open an opening grill. And me and Dale actually a few days ago drove down to a Walmart and camped down there just to kind of give you a little bit of an idea of what it might be like to camp and travel in retail parking lots such as Walmart, Cabela's, Bass Pro Shop, and shared some of the tips and tricks that we thought of when we were hanging out. Well, Dale, welcome to a Walmart parking lot. I really don't know what there is to say about Walmart parking lots besides the fact that these can be sometimes, depending on state, location, and town ordinances, some of the best lifesavers ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, number one thing.
I go with that.
Number one thing with Walmarts is you definitely want to be able to check, if you can, local and state ordinances, because not every Walmart, not every food store, not every Home Depot, you know, just shopping mall parking lot, not every single one of them is going to let you park. But if you do the right research and you check into the local area, or at least you go inside and maybe ask the manager, you can inquire into the right information to know if you're allowed to sleep and park here at night. But with that said, there are quite a few positive and negatives to this type of camping that I think both of us have experienced over the last few years.
Yes, sir. A lot of times, like I said, late at night, you got punch in Walmart on your phone and there's one 15 minutes away.
That's true.
That's a great thing.
Some of the negatives to that, though, is the fact that Walmarts are 24/7.
Yeah.
Or at least a lot of them out there. And that goes for a lot of other types of food stores, a lot of other types of big box grocery stores that you're gonna be able to park in, which means you're gonna have people driving in and out, making noise in the parking lots, honking their horns and those types of things. You know, this is a parking lot camping option. This is not a backcountry, make a campfire type location. Right. A lot of times too, this is definitely a location where you're not gonna be dumping gray water, you're not gonna be dumping all of your types of supplies, you're not gonna be trying to get water or things of that nature. It is really just a place to park for the night and then moving on from there. So this is not somewhere you wanna be setting up camp for a while, but you technically could for probably at least a day or two.
Yeah, I've never stayed any longer than overnight myself.
Yeah.
And I always try to at least go into the store and buy something.
True.
You know, whether it's a quart of milk, a hamburger, whatever, you know, because they're letting you use their parking lot.
Yep.
Be courteous, be supportive of them.
Yeah.
Don't throw trash on the ground. I normally, if I'm parking at a Walmart, I try to get as far away from the building as I can. I try to park semi-close to like a cart corral that's got a garbage can there. You can take your garbage over.
Yep.
You know, now if the dang thing is full, don't put it in that one.
Yeah.
Go find another one.
That's very true.
But, you know, just be respectful of the location you're at, whether it's a Walmart, you know, a Bass Pro Shop, a Cabela's,
Yeah, whatever
any of
it is.
those type of places normally will let you stay, but be respectful. Don't be a jerk.
Yeah, and I think Dale just brought up a really good point too. The fact that that is a grocery store right there, that is a food store, a pharmacy, and that means that when you're parking here at night, you do have a really good opportunity to kind of hit two birds with one stone. You can sleep here for the night, but you can also go in and get your groceries or go get some supplies, which means you're not gonna have to stop the next day or maybe stop early the day that you're currently traveling. So these are definitely good options if you're also looking to kind of, you know, get some food, get some supplies, and then also sleep. You know, I popped in at Walmart's or popped in at other types of food stores, you know, late at night, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, and because it's 24/7, we'll go in and go food shopping, come out, go to sleep, wake up the next morning, and hit the road. So these are definitely some really good opportunities here.
That's good.
Yeah, and for some reason, if a Walmart or other types of food stores aren't gonna work for you and it's maybe not allowed in that area, here's some other options that you might be able to look up. Things like Cracker Barrels, they're good options. Yep. They let you park overnight. They do ask that you Patreon the business, but I mean, hey, Patreon the business for getting a free night of camping on the road while you're traveling is a really good option. So maybe you can't find a Walmart, a Cabela's, a Bass Pro Shop, any of those types of options. Maybe you got a Cracker Barrel in your area or along the highway. You know, those will let you park and stay overnight. So hope this information was helpful, and we'll see you back at the campsite. I guess like on a scale of 1 to 10, after experiencing Walmarts and Cracker Barrels and, you know, Home Depots and things like that over the years, I would have to say that I think you'll agree that this campsite is definitely better, but
way better
than
a Walmart or a rest stop.
Exactly, but they are good options.
They're good options in a pinch when you're traveling.
Yep.
But if you got a day or two and you want just peace and quiet, find a state park, a boondocking spot, whatever.
Yep.
Get out in the woods.
Exactly.
Don't get out, you know, the parking lot's fine when you're traveling, but the woods is way better. Listen to the duck. Even he agrees.
He does. And like we were saying before, one of the best ways that we find campsites is actually using the Dyrt Pro app, and especially because it essentially has thousands of locations across the country that they partner with where you can get discounts, you can do trip planning, and you can also find crazy locations just like this. So if you don't want to stay inside of a Walmart or you don't want to stay in a rest area, sometimes you flip open the app and you can find one of these locations close nearby you. And I think we got this spot for like 20 bucks a spot. So it's like 20 and 20. So I mean 40 bucks for the night, and we get to camp out on here right on the river. Can't complain about that. Well, I've got to say, thanks to Dale, because he just made an awesome dinner that we just finished. And now I think pretty much the rest of the day pretty much entails watching the sunset over the lake and, I don't know, making a campfire and just hanging out. I mean, that's the point of camping. The point of camping is to be with friends, be in the woods, enjoy nature, and, you know, get to hang out with Dale before he starts heading out pretty soon.
This is awesome, man.
And plus Dale has never, he just told me he's never seen the leaves change because he's from Florida, so he's never seen like full northeast like color changes, and like it's kind of starting. We got some green, but we got some oranges at the top, and
got some red down here at the bottom.
Yeah, we got some red down here, but I just it's pretty exciting to see Dale see this for the first time because I mean I had the opportunity to grow up in the Northeast, so this is pretty normal to me, but it's also to experience it from someone else's perspective. So I think we're gonna start watching the lake, make a campfire. Good morning. I slept with the back door open all night because why not? I want to go down and check out the lake. Man, that was one good night of sleep, but this actually reminds me of kind of one of the big differences between campgrounds and what a lot of people out there might know as boondocking or free camping, national forest, BLM land, things of that nature. And honestly, I can't say that a morning camping in a campground versus boondocking is too much different. I mean, sure, I've maybe got a bit more neighbors, it's a little bit less secluded, but I don't think I'm ever going to complain about a morning like this. I'm pretty sure Dale's making coffee and breakfast. So I'm gonna come back to the lake a little later, but gotta go see what he's up to. Good morning, Dale.
What's up? Sleep well?
I did. I slept with the back door open.
Oh man, isn't this beautiful?
It is. It's, oh my gosh, like this is what we needed, Dale. This is what we needed.
And I can't believe you've never been here before. This is so close to where we're at.
I know.
It's like, holy moly. How did you?
Whoa, the new shirt came in. I didn't know you actually brought it.
Yeah.
A good crew makes a good supervisor. Oh, we got, geez, Dale. All right, you want to model the front? Oh, it's even got your signature on it. Wait. What? Dale, Supervisor Dale. Oh yeah, you gotta look good. Gotta look good, Dale. Wake up, wake up.
I want to thank your sister Christina for designing this shirt. I didn't really expect anything to be done, but when y'all started talking about it, it was a pleasant surprise when it's actually showed up yesterday or the day before. So thank you, Christina. You're doing a great job. Keep it up.
I mean, I figure this is a good time to maybe ask Dale about his experience boondocking, because obviously we're camping in a campground, but, you know, what are some pros and cons to boondocking?
I mean, when you're boondocking, as long as they don't tell you to leave, you're in good shape.
That's very true. So when you're boondocking, essentially, which if anyone doesn't know what boondocking is, it's dry camping, free camping, off-grid camping. Those are going to be locations unlike campgrounds where you're most likely going to have a power source, a water source, a trash source, you know, somewhere just to kind of use the bathroom, get yourself cleaned up. It's also going to be a paid spot if it's a campground, whereas boondocking, there's not going to be really any amenities. There might be a fire ring, but for the most part, you're just going to be camping out in just public land out in the woods, so you have to bring your own power, bring your own generator, make sure your water tanks are full and things of that nature, and also your safety and responsibility to take care of yourself and the people around you, that's on you. Whereas when you're in a campground where we are right now, if we have an issue, something goes wrong, a bear comes through the campsite, there are campground hosts and there are park rangers who are on site who are kind of monitoring and taking care of the community. So those are going to be two big differences between campgrounds and boondocking, actually, is kind of your self-responsibility versus, you know, kind of the campground organization.
Thank you for your support. I'm making breakfast. I got things to do. We'll get back with you later, all right? Mike's hungry.
I gotta say, Dale's inside. I don't think he can hear me, but thanks, Dale. You made an awesome breakfast. Ooh, smokes my eye. Oh, how can this get any better? Breakfast, fire, bus. Can't.
What's up?
I think we got some visitors.
I do. They're very quiet.
What's up, guys? Coming over for breakfast?
We didn't know you were coming.
What's up? Dale, you scared him away.
I didn't scare them away. They just didn't like the company. I guess. I'm sorry if I offended you. I didn't mean to.
Well, we just finished up cleaning the campground, and Dale here told me to go get the camera. He wants to give a speech.
You see this? This took me like 2 minutes to pick up, and somebody spent all weekend throwing these things on the ground. Excuse my French. This is ridiculous. I smoke, but when I get done, they go in my pocket. And right now my pocket's empty, but my hand's full from somebody else's garbage. Please don't do this. And I know some of you are going to say, well, don't put them in the fire, but it's better to put them in the fire than to put them on the ground. That's all I got to say about that.
Well, unfortunately, the camping adventure is officially over. The bus has started. We've got it all packed up. Not that there's not like that much to pack up or anything, but you know, it's time to drive back to the build site and kind of get this back from a camper into a build location so that we can keep moving along on this guy. But that was a phenomenal night. I'm very happy that I was able to hang out with Dale over here and just go camping. So definitely been a lot of fun, but it's time to head out of the campground, go check out, and head on home.